Eczema is a chronic problem for a lot of people, including me, and it's estimated that eczema affects 35 million Americans. With a number of prescription drugs on the market, you might be ready to try something holistic and new. Today, my special guest and I discuss natural, no-nonsense treatments for eczema.
Hi, I'm Ronnisha Wilson, owner of Demose, and you are watching the Shundria Show.
So you launched your company as a solution for women of color?
Yes, absolutely. And it actually kind of went the other way. I suffer from psoriasis.
Okay.
And that is one of the reasons why I started Demose, is because I needed a natural solution. I was using very harsh steroids that was prescribed to me by my dermatologist, and I found that they would, they have their own side effects, so it will be the hypopigmentation, and I wanted to create something that was a little bit more natural that would be able to combat, those things. But I work with women with all types of different skin issues, but mostly things that affect Black women. Like, we tend to deal with hyperpigmentation a lot, hypopigmentation as well, acne prone skin. So that's mostly what I do on daily, weekly, is just educating women of color about how to deal with those things that affect us.
Today we're discussing no nonsense treatments for eczema. We talked about what specific products do you have on the line now to help people with eczema?
I don't have a huge range of things for eczema, but I just use what works, and I think a lot of it is really educating people on how to basically understand their skin. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes we have a lot of things, we're not using them correctly, but one of the products in particular I created for people who have eczema, psoriasis, and dermatitis in general is our sun balm, and that is made with sunflower oil and chamomile, and we solar infuse the calendula and chamomile into the sunflower oil.
Okay.
And sunflower oil is amazing because it's great for inflammation, and as you know, eczema is like an inflammation or inflammatory response in the skin. So
when you put the sunflower oil on there, and it cuts that down.
So it's actually a balm.
Okay.
It's a balm with other ingredients as well. So we have things like jojoba oil, which is very closely related to our own skin sebum. So it's one of the oils that's more natural to our skin, that it's in there as well. Calendula is a great soothing effect on the skin, and it's also great for inflammation as well. And then, of course, it's all held together, in the formula with beeswax, which is actually an occlusive. So one of the things that eczema sufferers really deal with is loss of hydration and moisture in the skin.
Okay.
So you want an occlusive product, something that's going to create a seal on the skin barrier and lock that all in. And a lot of times people don't know that, which is why I say water is a great moisturizer, but if you allow it to evaporate off of your skin really fast, it's gonna cause dryness. So I tell people you wanna put your occlusive or your moisturizer on when your skin is still damp to lock that all in. So
which is something you started to figure out when you were helping yourself, and then when you were working with your niece and nephew.
Because once your skin is dry, all you're doing is applying a product on top of something that's already happened. You want to make sure where your skin is still damp, that you're locking that moisture in. Once you allow that moisture to evaporate, now you already created the problem, and then
it's worsening. Now it's going to worsen.
Exactly.
Okay.
And one of the things about people with eczema is that there's a protein in our skin that helps keep moisture in our skin. Well, they lack that, and also the skin barrier is kind of damaged. So I just try to educate people on the proper way to use things, because sometimes people go, "Oh, this doesn't work for me." And I'm like, okay, well, how are you using it? And I'm like, no.
So that matters.
Absolutely.
You could have the right product, but
the wrong
use
technique.
It the wrong okay.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So even with facial skin, which is what I deal with mostly, that's a lot of the problem. It's the way the product is being used versus the product itself. Or maybe the skin type, using a product for your skin type, or, it's all of those things come into effect when you are dealing with the skin. So a lot of what I do is just education.
I love this.
Yes.
I love this. Defy or confirm the myth that there's no actual cure for eczema.
So I'm gonna have to confirm that. And I know, because I deal with a lot of the holistic and natural side of things, people want me to say that's not true. But one of our
Because people write that it's not. They write that that's true. Like, there's a cure for eczema. Get this and you're going to be cured for eczema.
And that's one of the things that I really, really try to get across is that science is there for a reason. Science can be proven, you know? So our tagline for my business is, you know, practical solutions for women of color that's rooted in nature and science.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And the reason why I do that, because it's true. You know, you can have all of these people will tell you anything to sell you anything. And that's just not where I am with it. Because
I'm not gonna lie to you to sell my product. Hey, this is gonna cure your eczema for the rest of your life.
And it's extremely unethical, and that's not where I go with it, because I am a person who suffers from psoriasis on a daily basis, and I see so many products on the market goes for psoriasis, and I'm like, no, it's not. Like, not only from a formulary side of things, but just I know that.
And now you can look on the back of a bottle and tell, like, why is this in there? That's
not even necessary, you know. So
why is lighter fluid in here?
Right. Or even I see some soaps, they were like, for psoriasis, and I'm like, what is that gonna do for psoriasis? That's not true, you know. But people just, they don't know. Right. I actually know, because I live with this, you know, disease on a daily basis. It's a constant struggle. There's no one product that's just gonna like cure it. It's a lot of treatment. It's a lot of dietary and lifestyle changes that also goes into helping the products to work.
What have you given up dietary wise?
For me, I have to really be careful about herbs and spices. For me, like cinnamon and things like that, they really, really trigger like that inflammatory response in my body, so where I start itching. Citrus, I have to give up. Dairy, you know, I struggle with dairy. I do, I'm not gonna lie, because I like my like chai teas and stuff. My biggest trigger, and I notice a lot of triggers too, is stress. Like if I'm in stressful situations, or I don't know how to manage my stress in situations, I notice that I will have a flare, you know? So a lot of that.
Something as simple as that, if you struggle with, you know, skincare, I've had eczema my whole life as well. So if you, that's a simple solution. Like, calm down.
Manage your stress. And it's really, really that's one of the things that my dermatologist, you know, had to get through to me, you know, and as well as my gastroenterologist, because I have anxiety too. So they always say, you know, you need to really do your deep breathing. You need to do your meditation.
I'm excited and grateful for your expertise today. If anybody wants to purchase any of your products, book you for speaking engagements, I'm gonna throw that out there. What's the best way to get in contact with you?
So you can contact me on my website at demosea.com. That's DEMOSEA.com. Or you can reach out to me at Ronnie@demosea.com.
Ronnie, thank you so much for being my guest today. I really appreciate it.